Good day once again, traders. Welcome to today's episode of my weekly Forex Forcast. This is Btcusd speaking for Lazarus Capital. So today we are going to review the market to see what the market have done, where we currently stand, and what I'm watching for in the week ahead. Remember, this is not about predicting the market, but preparing for possibilities and waiting for our conditions to align. For the benefit of those who are new, let me go over my trading strategy. The trade strategy is very simple and repeatable. The first thing I do is to identify the direction of the market. After that, I wait for price to come to my area of value. Once price gets to my area of value, I wait for my market participants and my conditions to align, then I execute. My area of value is a significant historic support and resistance area that line up with 50% or 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. As price comes to this area and my conditions align, I execute. I also have a ranging strategy, whereby when the market is ranging, I buy from demand or support or sell from supply or resistance. With that said, let's get into this week analysis. So we'll be starting with the Btcusd. Yesterday, on Thursday on the Btcusd, we saw some bullish move to the upside, a very significant one. And because of that, I'll be changing my bias from bearish to be bullish. Why? Because as you all know, I told us that I also use the 200 EMA to identify direction. When price is trading above the 200 EMA, I'm bullish. When it's below it, I'm bearish. Now, I can see that there's a strong close above the 200 EMA, even though we still have this resistance area at this point. In the coming week, I'll be bearish on the Btcusd. I'll be bullish on the Btcusd because of this move to the upside. It shows there's a strong demand for the Btcusd. So because of this demand, you can see there's a significant move to the upside. So I will be bullish in the coming days, in the coming week for the Btcusd, even though officially the Btcusd will be bullish if we get a successful close above this resistance area. But nevertheless, this move here is very strong. So in the coming week, I'll be bullish on the Btcusd because I can see that the buyers came in here so strongly, even though they have this resistance area to contend with. I don't think anyone in his right senses will want to start shorting the Btcusd from this resistance area, going with the strength of these buyers that are here. So in the week that is coming, I'll be looking to go long on the Btcusd. Now if I'm looking for my area of value, I can see there's a good area of value at this point. I see there's a good area of value at this point below this 200 EMA. This 200 EMA should be acting as a support, and there's a resistance here, there's a support here. So in between this 200 EMA, and this resistance, I will come back to act as support. I'll be looking to go long on the Btcusd. If price gets to this my area of value, and my market participants come and my conditions align, I will go long on the Btcusd at this point. So if I take my Fibonacci, swing low to swing high, I can see that this area lined up with my Fibonacci 5061.8 at this point. Okay, cool. So in the coming days for the Btcusd, I'm waiting for a pullback into this support area. then the buyers coming, I'll join them. The buyers coming from here, I'm going to join them. TP1 will come back to this resistance area at 77,140. Then for the TP2, I like to want to see if the buyers will be able to clear above this resistance area. So if they clear above this resistance area, then officially the Btcusd is now heading to the upside. So in the coming days, I'll be waiting for a pullback into this okay, sorry for that interruption. So in the coming days for the Btcusd, I'll wait for price to come down to this support area. From there, if our market participants coming and our conditions align, will execute. TP1 will come back to this resistance area at 76,896. Stop loss can be below here at 65,821. Entry at 68,237. Then TP2 will hold TP2 to see if the buyers can break above this resistance area. If they do that, then all is clear for the Btcusd to the upside. So let's move over to the next pair, which is the EURUSD. So for the EURUSD, I'm still bullish. I'm still bearish on the EURUSD. Only that my area of value will be changing, because despite this break above this 200 EMA, we are still bearish on the EURUSD, because there's a few break above the 200 EMA does not mean the market is now bullish. You can see this break above here. It's not like it's not like the break of the Btcusd. You can see the Btcusd is a significant move to the upside. But for the EURUSD, they just a candle that broke above it, and you can see what happened with this at this point. That why there was break above here. So people might be like, the EURUSD is now bullish and they are trying to buy. You can see what happened. So for the EURUSD, we are still bearish on the EURUSD. We'll be using this level as our line of departure. As our line of departure, then our area of value will take this zone here. Take this zone here. You can see there's a good resistance, support, resistance. So we're using this area as our area of value for take our Fibonacci from this swing high to the swing low. Okay, you can see our 5061.8 is at this point. Okay, cool. So you can see it's a good resistance, support, resistance. So price is closed there, but if you go to the line chart, you can see there are still some pips away. So for the EURUSD, price is close to our area of value. You can see that the sellers are trying to come in after this bullish move. So in the coming days for the EURUSD, we'll still be waiting for the price to go in at this point, because if you go to the line chart, you can see there are some pips remaining here. So we'll still be waiting for the price to enter into this zone and maybe do some manipulation. Then if our market participants and our conditions align, we'll be shorting the EURUSD from this zone. Maybe in the coming days we'll be seeing something like this, up, down, up, then back. Now like an M pattern, like a double top. You can see here like a double top. Maybe in the coming days we'll be looking for something like a double top for the EURUSD. So we'll get a kind of a double top. The sellers come in, the buyers come in and fail to break above this area. If the buyers fail to break above this area, get anywhere in between this place and the stop, and the sellers come in, we'll join the sellers at this point, to take the price back down. So entry will be, let's just say from this area, 1.16973, stop loss above here at 1.17913. That TP1 can come back at this support area, 1.15745. Then allow our TP2 to run, wherever it gets to, and and the market invalidates our entry, we'll exit the TP2. Yeah, so let's move out to the next pair, which is the gold. So still for the gold, we are still bearish, for the gold. Only that, we'll have a different, a bit adjustment to our area of value and our line of departure. So we can see, even though there's a break above this 200 EMA, we are still bearish on the gold. So we'll be using this area as our line of departure. Then our area of value now will come to this resistance area. You can see there's a strong resistance area here. So as long as the gold is trading below this resistance area, we are still bearish. Also, we'll still be looking for sell entry. So you can see there's a good support here. This is a resistance area, resistance, which will price to come back there. We'll take our area, if we take our Fibonacci for swing high to swing low, you can see that this area is in line with our Fibonacci 5061.8. So it's at this point we'll be waiting, for our market participants to come in. Then when our conditions align, we'll short the gold. So, in the coming days, we're waiting for price to enter into this zone, and I'll wait for our market participants to come in. We'll join them at this point, So entry can be anywhere around this zone. From this point, go to the line chart, you can see this area here. Price is not yet there. So let's say entry can be anywhere from this point to this zone. So let's just say 4660. Stop loss can be above here at 4850. Now TP1 can come back down here before this support here at this point. TP1 can come here at 42. Okay, let's just say 4200. TP1 at 4200, then allow TP2 to run. So let's move on to the next pair, which is the Nasdaq. So for the Nasdaq, our trade plan for last week still stands, and our area of value still stands. These are line of departure from where price departed. So the Nasdaq, for us, we are still bullish on the Nasdaq. So in the coming days, we'll be still waiting for price to come to our area of value. Price have not come there. Still waiting for price to come to our area of value, which is this support area here. If we take a Fibonacci for swing low to swing high, you can see 5061.8 Fibonacci retracement is in line with our support area, good area of value. So in the coming days, in the week coming, we'll just be waiting for the Nasdaq to come down to this support area. A good support, you can see support, come down to that support. So wait for price to come down to the support area. When our market participants come in and our conditions align, from here we'll join them. Entry at 28,625. Stop loss below here at 28,144. Entry. TP1 will come back at this 100% retracement at 30,056. Then we'll allow TP2 to run maybe to this resistance area at 3699. Okay guys, thank you very much. So this will be the end of our analysis. Please take care. Remember, we're entering the last week of the month of August. Protect your capital, follow your rules and your plan. And I'll see you next week. God bless you.